Good evening. Hello, hello. I'm sure you all are tired of seeing this plaid shirt. I do wear it a lot. I know that. And let me fix my headband that looks like this is my only mirror. I haven't looked in the mirror yet. The camera is my mirror. Anyway, I live in this. You know how in the weather that's colder, you have certain clothes that you just live in. Now, I do have a new top on here that's just wonderful. My good friend sent it to me for Christmas. It's long sleeves. It's kind of got an interesting neckline. It's a real comfortable knit. And it just like matches this top, right? It wasn't warm enough by itself, so I had to put it on again. Okay, making sure my mic was there. All right, it was. Yes, I know. It's all about two things going on. We still don't have water, no laundry. I'm being very conservative and not, just wearing things and throwing it into the laundry basket. Although I don't with this anyway. I do wear this a lot before I wash it. Oh my gosh, it is just chaos here. It is. I don't know if I even want to talk about it. The latest development, we still don't have water. Um, we have been to multiple places over the big city looking for the connectors for the pipe and stuff, and can't find them. We finally had to order them on Amazon. They're not coming till Wednesday. Now, sometimes Amazon orders come sooner, but when you order it and they say they're shipping it a certain date, 90% of the time that's when you get it. So it's going to be Wednesday before we get like enough water for shower and all that. We have cold water through coming through the hot water tap. The hot water heater is heating it. We're not trying to draw too much of it. We can't risk running that hot water heater dry down to the element. It just all the way around. So the water thing is on hold, but manageable. I have um, not really done dishes, but we are cooking, and there's food happening, and that all of that is under control. We get, like I said, drip out of the hot water. It is the cold water that is unavailable and has no pipe and everything. So we get it through the hot water. Um, but the thing that happened today, as always, one more thing always happens. Hubby's access to the pipes under the house is behind the washer and dryer, and he has that pulled out, and then he has to crawl. It's a crawl space, but he has a window there that he can crawl through to get down to it and crawl under there to get to the pipes. But in the process of walking around behind that washer and dryer, we dry with propane gas. He stepped on the gas line and broke it. So consequently, he had to turn off the gas from the propane tank, which is our furnace also. And now the stovetop, right? I cook with gas on the stovetop. It's like he keeps saying, "Well, you want to go to a hotel?" I keep saying, "No, that's just your excuse for not working on it. Get busy, get busy." Oh man, I admire this man. I do. I mean, he has put his heart and soul into all this project over this last week, and he's 5 years past his stroke, but still, his thought process is slow and precise, right? He doesn't want to make a mistake, so it's very slow and precise. And so it takes a long time to do things. And meanwhile, I am staying out of his way, other than if he has to have some apart, he can't drive, I have to take him, right? If so, I'm on call all the time if he has to go, and we have run multiple times to the home store. hardware, these places, right, over the last week. Um, Fortunately, the weather has warmed up. It is close to 60 degrees. Our furnace wouldn't really be running that much anyway. We really lucked out on the timing. And we got the parts right before I got online. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Right before I got online at 4 o'clock this afternoon, he says, I have to go to the store. And so we went and got back, and I got back 10 minutes before 7. So, anyway, it worked out fine. Um, yeah, the saga just goes on and on and on. Kay, how are you? I hope life is a lot easier for you. I will say, I am. This doesn't like throw me into a tizzy because I have lived in this house 32 years. This house is over 100 years old. We have things like this all the time, um, and have solutions that take time or money or whatever. But we just seem to have gotten hit bad right now because that storm really was a wicked winter storm, and we don't usually get those. So we get by, right, no, normally, without pipes freezing and things like that. We can let the water drip and everything. So, we know how to live in this old house when the weather gets cold and not really have a problem. But this winter storm was beyond our control, and none of the things that we normally do worked. So, yeah, it was what got us. And I'm not really in chaos. I spent the day crafting in my chair with not a card table, a TV tray in front of me, making felt ornaments. Where you sew the pieces together and put a whole bunch of sequins on them. And I've made more, but I'm working on all the rest of the kit that I have, and watching TV. So I'm here for his moral support, for his going errand running if he needs to, and generally keeping him food in him. That's my job. That's my job right now. Not much different than my normal day to day, to be honest with you. So I am in the process of applying merino. I had two skeins of merino that were multicolor dyed, and I got one of them applied yesterday. Hello, wrong camera. Let's use the right camera. This has more colors on it, by the way. When you unwrap it, right, you get blues and some golds and stuff like that. So this just happens to be the outer color. Obvious barber pole, but I am really excited about knitting this up because I love the way barber pole knits up. I don't like the way it looks as a yarn, but I do love the way barber pole yarn will knit up. And now I'm working on a second one that has more color variations to it. Uh, this is also 100% merino, and it is, you can see all the colors in it, but I am playing with white on purpose to get that barber pole going. So that is what is, let me change cameras here. That is what is on my Roberta right now. And you can't see too much of it right there. I know my lights glare really bad, but right now it's golds and browns and greens is what's going on, and like I said, I'm playing it with a plain white. So playing goes fast. Oh, I did not change. Let me change my subtitle under the camera to day 4. We're counting down. This is day 4. There we go. And this flies really fast. It's not going to be thin, and merino, merino puffs up, so it's going to be a real soft, cushy yarn. About the only kind of merino I can spin, right? Soft, cushy yarn. I will say I am not fond of this music that's going on right now. Let's go forward. Kind of sounds like a phone that's somebody forgot to hang up. There. As I said, it has warmed up, and that has been the lifesaver. The house is comfortable. Um, the roads are fine. Doesn't It kind of feels like you don't want to be outside, but it kind of feels like one of those very unexpected early fall nights that you get in summertime, right? Where it's rainy and damp, and that's sort of the way it is. Huh. Did I move too far on my. Nope. Okay. So I got a hold of my spinning friend today, had a nice chat with her on the phone, and she and I are getting together on Rock Day and doing some spinning. So I am real excited about that. Looking forward to it. I'm going to go to her house. Oh, I see what's going on. It's bouncing around because of that. And what that means is I either have to take a drop spindle, which I haven't done forever, right, and don't really have a project going, or my little Nano. And the thing that I have run into with my Nano is it doesn't seem to be charging the battery. And I have decided that I probably have the wrong cord out, and I need to look at where I have the rest of the Nano bits and pieces stored, that's not out, and see if I can find a different cord and get it charged. So that is one of my goals here. Tomorrow, probably. I won't do much after I stream tonight. I go put my feet up and get a bite to eat and probably head for bed. I'll tell you, the way my camera looks, that could be 100% white on that bobbin that's going around there. You can't see a bit of color on there. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. The only thing that really upsets me about all of the water thing is I really hate having dishes not taken care of. I do not have a dishwasher. I wash my dishes by hand and pretty much every day, and it's just, oh man, it's bugging me. You're seeing if you can get one going on your bed. Now, I know there's people that do that, but I'll tell you what, I can't sit up in a bed anymore. I used to be able to sit up with a one of those pillows that have the little armrests on it, and love to do that and read. And I cannot sit that way anymore, um, since my knee surgery. It's just my knees just don't want to be straight like that. And even when I lay down in a bed, my knees are always somewhat bent. And my ortho doctor told me that that was probably going to happen, right? That the artificial knee doesn't really like to be straight all the time. So unfortunately, I really miss that because as you can see, I have a bed behind me here. It's our guest bed, and I used to have a little cozy nook for reading on that bed. And I can't do that anymore. I have to sit in my chair. And the reason I don't get much reading done now is because my chair is in the same room as the TV, and hubby watches the TV. So, yeah, I miss my reading nook. I love this house, and I love the land that it's on and all about it, but sometimes I wish I could design a house, you know, and build it and have it exactly the way I'd want it instead of trying to retrofit what I want to do into an old house. So, tell me about your spinning setup. Are you going to try and put a nano on a tray? Um, to me, that seems like the most logical setup. And you could even plug a nano in. Do you have bigger than a nano? But one of the lightweight plastic, but bigger? Not, well, it's not the Daedalus. That's pretty heavy duty. That's like my Roberta. I forget what they're called. You have it on your nightstand. Okay. Well, sideways sorta doesn't work, does it? You know, spinning, sitting there and turning and spinning on a nightstand. There's all sorts of colors in this. I like this. Looks really pretty. And I really do think the two yarns will work together with a um, barrier yarn, a yarn to pull it together. And I would love that yarn to be kind of like a blue green or something like that. I have, I don't know. I don't have any merino like that. All right. I hope I spun enough white. I have a suspicion that I didn't, and I will have to go upstairs and get more white. I have it, but it's upstairs in my fiber stash because when I bought it, I bought a pound of it, and I didn't bring all that downstairs. Oh, I'm disappointed. I bought a scissors sharpener, and it's not top of the line. It's not bottom of the line. It was the medium cost, right? And it's so easy to use. I don't have it in here. I put it by my chair, but basically, you open the scissors up. Here's a small pair of scissors. I'm doing this big scissors, but you open them like this, stick them in two holes, top and bottom like this, and close and pull. Right, that's how you sharpen them. And I finally came to okay. I was doing the worst pair that I have, and they are cheap, really, really cheap, and I could not get them to sharpen at all. What I've been doing today was making felt um, Christmas ornaments, which you cut out little pieces of felt, you sew them on. These are Santa faces. I had made some down in Florida, showed them on stream, but I'm working on finishing the kit. And that those scissors wouldn't even cut the felt, right? I sharpened them and sharpened them and sharpened them, and they will cut paper. but they won't cut anything else. Well, I finally came to the conclusion I think they're just really bad scissors. I think they're really cheap scissors. And that I had another pair that were better and they cut the felt really good, right? So I don't know if it's actually the sharpener's fault or for it was just really awful scissors. My really good scissors are not down here. The scissors that are down here get they cut paper, right? They're used for wrapping packages. They're used for all sorts of things that require paper cutting. So paper, from what I understand, is one of the things that really dull scissors. And these scissors I'm trying to sharpen are not the ones that are my little stork scissors that I keep in my needlework. Those are great. I mean, they're sharp. They cut the thread and they do what they're supposed to do. Snip it close and all of that good stuff. These are your kitchen shears and they are bad. They're really bad. I probably should go buy some more too. But that's the thing. You need to keep your household scissors and your fabric scissors totally separate, which I have. My fabric scissors are upstairs. I am not sewing anymore, so I'm not cutting out patterns. But when I was, I had pretty good pair of scissors. But I'm a little disappointed in the scissor sharpening. Didn't do as good as I thought it would. Which is too bad because it sure was nice to use. I was expecting a miracle. Make me a miracle. What kind of scissors are you what are you working on? If you know you doing embroidery, you need little scissors. You doing big? I don't know what you use. Truly, I don't use scissors for spinning, so uh, it'd have to be yarn. I'm gonna finish playing this, and then I'm going to try and spin the last three colors of my Advent fiber. I don't know. We'll see. I feel pretty good. I thought I might be making this a shorter stream just because I was concerned that I might be uncomfortable as far as in here. You know what? I'm going to be spinning more merino too, but not tonight because I don't have any. It's going to be gone. Was trying to cut some yarn for a leader. You got two good craft scissors, one less good craft scissors somewhere. Yeah, you don't know where they are. Well, yes, you do need to cut yarn for a leader. I use heavy crochet cotton that you get in a ball. I have it's over there, or I'd show it, but it's not the real fine stuff. It's the heavy stuff for leaders, and I find they work way better than trying to use some handspun wool or something like that. Um, they just they don't care how much you untwist them. They last forever. So I just go to Hobby Lobby and buy a ball of black and or whatever color they have available in that weight, and use it forever because I don't change that many liters. You got a mixed 8-ounce bag of random colors. You're trying to decide how you want to spin. Yeah. Can you post a picture of that? Is that too much to ask? I'd love to see that. What you mean, random colors? Because, you know, the fiber advent, the advent fiber was that way, right? Every two row logs, there were two row logs of the same color, but there were 24 different colors. And I can see, I have it on the Aura and I'm using an open bobbin and I can see the end of it, right, where the colors have changed and everything. I mean, it's a progression thing, and I have no idea what I'm going to use the yarn for. I know what I want to apply it with, which is another thing I have to find upstairs. But, you know, when it gets plied, it needs to be knit in progression and something that likes progression of colors, right? Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to go look. Using the stash. Yes. Oh, wow. What kind of fiber is it? It looks like merino. And so these are like minis? These are minis? Were they all from a... I'd do a rainbow and find something else to apply it with. Because you can see your progression of colors in there, right? Your yellows and greens, then blues. That one little purple on the end there, purple gray, can lead into your browns. Somewhere you have to, maybe you could start with the pinks and reds. And the purple that's in the middle there. Yeah, that's sort of exactly what I had, except they were processed into row logs, not oops. Let me put that down. Yeah, you think it's merino. It looks like merino to me too. It looks very much like what I've been spinning. And there's not a lot there. I mean, those look like what when quilters get fat quarters. You know what I'm saying? That's what they look like to me. Like you have a pile of fat quarters there. Well, I'm gonna run out of weight here. I won't get this finished. No biggie. That's what you were leaning towards, and you've got some white or gray to apply with. Yes. I agree. I agree. And you might be able to spin it thin enough that you could make socks out of it. Um, I don't know. I never can spin that thin, but I have thicker socks with merino. This white doesn't want to pull very well, and it keeps jumping off my hooks. I don't know why. Yeah, you're still on there. I don't know why this is pulling so hard. It doesn't want to come off the. This lazy Kate is really pulling hard. Yeah, I didn't think that I could find. Okay, the one that I'm doing on the Yara that was the Advent fiber that I want to ply with. I want a more. I don't want a white. I don't want the barber pole. I want a more either gray or tan. And I did not think I could find a wool in my stash. I just am not familiar with. I have to look, but I just don't think I have anything that would have close to 16 ounces. That's the other thing. But I do have an awful lot of alpaca. I might have to drum cart it or make rologs. I would make rologs, which it's going to take forever, but I would make rologs out of the alpaca. And the alpaca can be a off-white. It can be a very, very pale uh, tan, right? And then you get some of your reddish that you can pick up. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pulling an alpaca blanket to ply with that Advent fiber. I get to start new projects tomorrow because, well, I will go upstairs tomorrow and get more my white merino. I will finish the get that and finish this, but I will have finished the Advent fiber, and I have a whole bunch on my bed waiting to be spun on my Roberta, which is what I want to do. Oops. We don't want any pigtails. Nope, nope, nope. No pigtails allowed. Both of these uh, merino dyed braids were 2 ounces, but sure looks like I may have gotten more yardage out of this one than I did the other one. The other one just barely fit on the Roberta Bobbin.
This is what revolution looks like.
All right, let's get rid of the ads. Name of the song is Middle School. Oh, yeah, I can imagine trying to name your songs. That gets old after a while. It's like naming pets, isn't it? No, we already had a Scuffy. Can't have another tiger. One of the life goals I've been wanting to do is make photo albums because Shutterfly is so nice about making free photo books sometimes um, with pictures of all the pets that I've had. But that is so many, not only digital photos to go through, but physical hard copy photos to find them all. Sometimes I think I could name them all, but I really don't think I could. I don't believe I could remember them all without the pictures. Lily just popped out from under the bed and then scooted back under. What's scaring her? Does she not like your spinning wheel? Does she sleep on the bed? Newman, he sleeps on the bed with me overnight, and then morning comes and I get up and he goes upstairs and he sleeps another practically 8 hours. He did not come downstairs till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and his breakfast was still in the bowl, right? He had not even come down and eaten breakfast. It was like, man, what a cat. All right, that's the end of my white merino, so I will have to, well, first I have to find scissors. I will have to spin some more. Yes, I will. And let's see if I can do this. I might as well cut this because I am going to have to do a join anyway, so let me just cut this. Bobbin. And I'm going to leave it on here. There's not much, but there's still plenty. I need a fair amount of white merino yet, and I'm not sure it's going to fit on that bobbin. All right. Ooh, goodness. Oh, to have a pet's life. She does sleep on the bed. She doesn't mind the wheel, but every so often she just likes to hang out under there. Yeah. It's her hidey hole. Or whatever. It's like us when we were kids and we had our caves, right? Nobody could see us because we were under the blanket. Yay! All right, sitting on my cord here. How'd you come across all those different colors? Were they an Advent thing or, of the merino that you're gonna spin? All right. Let's see if I can move this. Close enough. I'll Put it away when I get up. You think on an Etsy thing? Oh, okay. Huh. You know, I think I've seen that kind of thing. They talk about all the different colors of merino. I love this Advent Fiber bobbin. I don't know if oops, caught. I don't know if I'm going to love it as a yarn or not, but I love it as a bobbin. This is, a beautiful blue. This is a sparkly white blue. The sparkles are white. Uh, so I have had so much trouble. It's so much trouble. I have not had a bit of trouble spinning this. I have had so much fun. I have this beautiful braid that is, I don't know how many ounces. Let's see if I can get my, I have talked around this braid for a long time. I haven't never weighed it. It's time for me to find out its details here. And yeah, it's merino. It's got to be merino. The thing about this advent calendar was they never talked about what the fiber content was. So I'm only guessing on the merino. It feels like it, spins like it. What else can I say? I'm just guessing though. It does not feel like Blueface Leicester. Oh, this is a generous 4 ounce. Generous 4 ounce braid. So that's going to be a bobbin full on this Ara too. That's going to be nice. But I am not going to apply all the different colors with this. I need something more neutral. I need something lighter, right? This is going to be split in half and applied on itself. So I have these. Oh, my box is empty. I have these 3 colors left. This is a periwinkle blue. This is a gray, light gray, and this is a dark gray. And that's it. That's it. I have really had fun with it, though. I really have. I've had this box around for a year and a half, 2 years, practically. I've gotten attached to it. I'm also impressed by somebody who makes these perfect roll logs and so many of them. If she sold that many Advent, I'm sure she set a limit as to what she'd sell, and they were not. It wasn't cheap. I think I paid $125 for it. But if she handmade these roll logs, which I don't know of any other way to make roll logs, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Speaking from personal experience. All right. There we go. This wheel's a little too close. Let's go back a little bit. Is it in the... Yes, it is. It's in the camera. Let's hear it for wide angle cameras. Okay. I like spinning roll lugs because they last a lot longer than locks. They're like spinning locks because they all go away. You can spin the entire thing, but they're way more fiber than what individual locks are. And of course, locks are a worsted spin and this would be a woolen spin. So there is that difference. I am not making this a true woolen spin. I am making it a semi-woolen because I am stopping the draft right here. If I wanted a true woolen, I would do this, right? I would not, and I did not want to spin these roll logs that way, but that's the difference. And every once in a while, I have to remind spinners that may watch this after the, in the VOD, or especially because I'm uploading them to YouTube, right? So they're going to hang out on YouTube forever. And I just need to every once in a while put a little bit of technical in there, explain something. But I realized as I was spinning these yesterday, I have not done a blending board stream forever, and I don't have any in highlights, where I'm making roll lugs, so I need to do that. I thought I did a highlight of that combing system that I bought this spring. I can't find it, so I guess I didn't. I need to do that. I know what the problem was. It's on YouTube, but it was very hard to figure out a highlight 15 minutes worth on that when I was working with that combing system because, it's a longer process than that as far as setting it up, and then another process as far as using it and that sort of thing. So I know why that happened, but I'm going to fix that. I want to do something that I can highlight and it will stay on my Twitch page then all the time as a video you can watch. So after I get through these 12 days of Christmas, then I'll be doing some of this other stuff that I've been thinking about. So it's going to be a very, very, very quiet New Year's Eve. We are not going out. We are probably not going to be doing much of anything. Which is not unusual. Pretty common for us. I really don't like driving on New Year's Eve, especially after midnight. Yeah, it's okay. Early evening. I mean, there's not a lot of people drinking yet, but not after the midnight hour. I'm just glad I have somebody to spend it with. Don't have to be alone. And I'm sure hubby is too. He'd like to go out. I know that. He's more of a party person than I am. But we didn't make reservations ahead of time, and I'm not... When we looked into it, it was $300. It just, for very little, a room and a couple drinks, and the chance to be with 100 other people, with hundreds of other people listening to music. It's like, no, that's not what I want to do. So unfortunately, I got spoiled for New Year's Eve partying by my family life. Where I grew up, we had extremely close friends, my mom and dad. My mom and this lady grew up beside each other on a street where they grew up, and they stayed in touch when they got married. And after they had kids, then I ended up, playing with their kids, and they got together. The two couples got together every New Year's Eve. They played euchre, right? It was foursome. And the kids, we played board games and, tried to stay awake. And it just happened year after year. And that to me is the ideal New Year's Eve celebration. We'd have a big supper and, we have not met another couple like that to celebrate with. It just hasn't happened. So that is part of what is going on. You end up going out with strangers, and yeah, we've done it a number of times over the years, and we've stayed home a number of times over the years, and I worked. I would not get off till 9:30. I'd get home 10:15. I was tired. It was like crack the bottle of champagne, have a glass. If I wanted to try and wait till midnight, maybe not, and go to bed. So, a lot of years I worked. The big thing about working in the medical industry is the hospitals are always open. They always have to be staffed, and holidays always have to have staff. And you can't just say, no, I don't work Christmases. You had to take your turn. So it was basically every other year. If you worked Christmas, you had New Year's off. If you didn't work Christmas, you worked New Year's. It's just the way it was. So I worked that many years. I'd have it off every other year, and we may go do something during that year that I was off, or maybe not, I don't miss it. I don't miss work at all. I don't miss that. But we are having more and more New Year's Eves at our house than we used to. When you would think that we would go out more, but we haven't. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? We are aging. Cannot deny it. I need a stretch break. I'm not quite at an hour, but almost. And these late night streams are hard for me. I have to decide what I want to do the next 2 days. I want to do 1 to 3, like my Sunday. Do I want to do morning? I had 2 people on my morning one when I did it Tuesday morning. Let's see. I'm aiming maybe for 5 to 7, catch people over supper. I'm not real sure what I want to do. I have to decide because tomorrow is the first one. I mean, Sunday is 3 to 5. So maybe I'll do 3 to 5 tomorrow, 5 to 7 on Saturday, and back to 3 to 5 on Sunday. So, I should do an evening one then, maybe Monday. Maybe I'll do an evening one Monday. I like bouncing around to the different times, but, I never have a lot of people because of the bouncing around, right? If I was always on a specific time, I think people know. The main one that I watch that is that way is Snoring Cat Fibers, which is she is always on 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to generally 3, Sunday through Thursdays, right? I mean, it's a set schedule. Everybody knows, and she has a lot of viewers that come and go. But um, I can't be that influx that I just can't do that because things come up and I have to be gone and take hubby somewhere or whatever, or we travel, or so I bounce around and depend on the Discord notification thing so people know that I'm getting on. It seems to work. Anybody taking their Christmas decorations down yet? I refuse to do that for a while. I'm going to try and leave it up all of January. We'll see how it goes. I may get tired of looking at it. I only have the tree, really. I don't have anything else, so it's not that big a deal. It just is in the corner of the living room. And we never turn the lights on, so you don't even know it's there. I don't know why I even keep it up. Yes, I do, because it's a hassle to get everything out to put everything away. I told hubby I would go through all the boxes and get rid of stuff, but I don't know if that's going to happen this year or not. It's so hard to get rid of things. He goes through the Goodwill. Where he knows that it's going to Goodwill, because we drive in to the Goodwill and he goes through it all. When he puts it in the car, he goes through it all. Make sure that I'm not throwing away getting rid of something he wants. Oh, goodness gracious. It's hard to get rid of stuff. He wouldn't go through the books. Maybe that's what I need to start on. Start on the books. Nice piano music. Sometimes this stuff on... This is not pretzel. This is chill hop. It's one of those like pretzel where it's free. Sometimes the music is really, really nice. And sometimes it's very monotonous. Very, very much the same. Right. It sounds very electronic. I'm getting sleepy just sitting here spinning. It puts me right to sleep sometimes. Also, I'm a little cold. I didn't bring my heater is in the bathroom. Oh, I have a shawl here. I could put that on, I guess. Maybe that would help a little bit. Let's see. Um, yeah, the heater that's normally in here. I don't run it very much, but if I get chilled like I am tonight, I can turn it on. Has been living in the bathroom in case, when keeping things from freezing. So it's not in here. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm looking forward to New Year's Day. You know the New Yorker? The magazine, the New Yorker, they always have they have a specific style of cartoons, right? So to treat myself, I bought the New Yorker daily calendar this year. When I was Christmas shopping for everybody else, I got this, and the front one here, the couple of the people, the words coming out of the camping tent is, "Do you hear something out there? Do you hear something?" Right? And what is here, over here, over here, is a bear plugging in an electric guitar. Like, yeah, you're gonna really hear something here in a minute. That's the front. That's the front cover. So yes, I will be sharing these, but they are hard to share because they are pen and ink, which is another thing I love. I love the style of the drawing, right? So I have that sitting here. I'm looking forward to enjoying that this year. The New Yorker. I used to get the New Yorker and read it, but it got so expensive that, and I got it. It's like weekly, right? And it's just like I couldn't keep up. From periwinkle blue to gray. Pearl gray. Why are pearls gray? I don't know. I just thought pearls were white. Why is pearl gray a color? It's so funny because, okay, so I've been saving these. Oh, I didn't write this down either. I need to write it down. Let's see, I did 20, which is periwinkle. And this is 23. As you can tell, I took them out of order because of the progression that I liked better. Yeah, I was putting these away, and I was like, what am I going to, they remind me very much like I want to paste that to a stick, right? And stick them all in a canning jar or something on these sticks. And then have a bouquet. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Now we're going to spin gray. Good. I'm glad that song's done. That was kind of monotonous. One magazine I bought last year when they sent me a $10 special was the Smithsonian, and I have not yet looked at a whole year's worth of those. I really need to do that. I don't know what rainy day I'm waiting for, but anyway. I keep up on all my other magazines that are like, well, let's see. I get Food and Wine. I used to get Martha Stewart before it went defunct. Um, I get Southern Living and Midwest Living. So, anyway, I keep up with those when they come in and, pull out the recipes and either throw them away, or if I don't pull anything out of it, I'll send it to half price. But mostly, I end up pulling out the recipes I want and throwing them away. But sometimes I pass them on to my daughter. The last Food and Wine had huge vegetarian thing, and curries, and a whole article about curries, and I thought she'd enjoy it, so I passed it on to her. But anyway, magazines, I have a gazillion of them upstairs in my fiber room that are fiber related. Right? They're patterns, they're really old Better Homes and Gardens, needlework, and that kind of stuff. I don't know what to do with them. But the ones that I'm getting currently, I don't keep. Except I have not looked at the Smithsonian's yet, and I bet I would really enjoy them once I get them. I didn't renew this. This was a special deal, and I didn't renew it. I don't generally renew. I do the special deals, but I don't generally renew the magazines because I can't keep up with reading them, so I hate having them hanging around. Today, 28th or 29th? Today's the 29th. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that water tastes good. I must have needed it. I bounced around on Twitch today. I went while I was playing. Uh, didn't stay long with many of the people streaming. It's not like I watch a whole lot of Twitch, which is too bad because I could probably build more of a community if I did. And Discord is just crazy. I have so many people that I don't read, and yet they're streamers that, I want to keep in touch with. You're off tomorrow. I keep thinking it's Saturday tomorrow, which is weird because you're not off Saturdays. Okay, you're off on a Friday, so you're going to be working Saturday, right? Which is normal. You work Saturdays. Do you have a normal day off? It always bounced around for me too, which is kind of annoying. But I knew I worked every other Saturday and Sunday. At least the last years that I was working at the one job. But, yeah, I know. Sounds like you work every Saturday too. Do you have plans for your day off? Do you make plans or you just enjoy being at home? Just enjoying. Tuesday and Sunday off normally. Okay. At least you have, okay, so you generally have the same days off, which is good. I like that so much better. So you can plan. And like I said, I was off every other weekend, but the days in between, on that week where, I wasn't off, could be any day. It ended up being any day of the week. I couldn't plan on a specific day then. I just knew I was off every other weekend, which is okay because weekends when we were planning things anyway, hubby was working too, so. Man, that wasn't that long. Well, it was 2019 when I retired. So I guess it's getting up there. I keep thinking it's not been that long ago, but it's getting up there. We retired. He retired in 2017. That's just like kind of mind blowing in a way. Oh, we spent so much time on other things than us when we first retired. It's, it was his parents, and then it was my mom. You know, it just, it's only, I feel like I've only been retired the last 2 years. Um, well, mom died a year ago, so, you know, because of that. Because so much of our time was taken with that. Parents. And now they're not here, so now I feel retired. You did the amazing bouncing schedule for years, and the set schedule is very nice. Yes, I agree. It is helpful. Boy, this just really puts me in a zone here. That happens way more with the treadle machine, the treadle spinning wheel, than it does with the Roberta. There is something about that rhythmic motion of my feet that really adds to it. When they talk about meditation and, you know, being in a zen state of mind, they talk about motionless sitting, but there's something about this repetitive motion that really is very similar to it. I woke up way too early this morning. I am very, very, very tired. Um, I woke at 3. I stayed up till 4:30, um, reading. But and I went back to bed, and it took me a while to go back to sleep, and I got up at 6:30. So I really didn't sleep much. Oh man, I had some weird dreams though. I don't usually remember dreams, but this was I had built something with Legos that got destroyed, and I was trying to put it back together, and there were pieces like everywhere, all over this outside area, not even a house. And I would go these places looking for these Lego pieces. And, man, what a dream! What a dream! There's probably a lot of psychology behind that, but to me, it's just a dream. And, you know, the fact that I remember dreams just means that I was dozing. I wasn't really sleeping soundly. I don't remember dreams if I'm sound asleep. Yes, I was picking up the pieces, literally. There you go. No psychoanalyst needed. Probably my response to all this mess at the house and Christmas. Let me just pick up the pieces and start over. I tried keeping a dream journal once and it just got ridiculous. It was like I could not remember any dreams, and then when I did, it was like, well, that's obvious. There's no hidden meaning there. I cannot believe how much fiber is in these Rologs. They just go and go and go and go. Not in a hurry to be done with them, but there is so much fiber in here. Oh, goodness gracious. What's happening with the music here? Oh, we're only halfway through it. Okay. I told hubby that after he gets everything fixed, we would go out for a big steak dinner. So I was using that as the carrot to keep him going, but it's the truth. We need to get away for a nice night. He still wants to go to a hotel. I'm just like, I'm trying not to do that. Too easy for him to just ignore what needs to be done. He's working on the gas line tonight. It should be fine. We had to go for couplings, the fittings, but he had the line already, so he shouldn't have too much trouble putting that back together. And hopefully he doesn't step on it again. Oh, just two more left to do. Where did this come from? 25. Is that what I just did? No. What was 25? Oh, 25 is the big. It's this one. It's the big braid. I forgot there was. Yeah, it's the Christmas Day, right? It's the 25th. Okay. Keep forgetting that there's 25 days in this, not 24. think I'm going to keep that box. It's an awfully nice box for putting locks in or roll-longs if I make them. I have to find a way to store it, but I think I'm going to keep that box. Okay, I need a little bit of a break. This is kind of intense spinning on my hands because I'm pinching and keeping the draft from the twist from running into the draft. Where'd I hide my scissors? Boy, I really did hide them. Huh. Are they over here? Well, now. That's pretty weird. There they are. They really... How did my scissors travel down my desk when I didn't move them? How did that happen? I need to make a list of what I need to do upstairs or I will forget. And I need a small piece of paper. How about a card? I can use an index card. I know I need white merino. Tan, white, alpaca. Those are the two main things. But I think I'll probably think of things before I go up there tomorrow. Okay. A shawl doesn't help if it doesn't stay on your shoulders. Stay on my shoulders. There we go. Two more. Oh, that went the wrong way. And totally lost my roll-log. Where'd it go? Okay. It had to have gone on the floor. Or is it stuck on my shawl? Oh, no, that's just... Okay, this is bizarre. My roll-log disappeared. Where'd it go? Has to be on the floor. Must be. Yep, there it is. I'm almost under the treadle. Alright. time are we getting to be? 8:30. Alright. This is gonna work out just right. When I get these two done, I will say goodnight. My goodness. Let's back up there. This is an interesting color to be dyeing, this dark gray. She had a lot of interesting colors in this, which, you know, either she got from mixing the dyes or buying the colors. I don't think I've ever dyed anything a gray color, and I kind of like it. Don't know how I'd get it for sure. Yeah, I would have liked to have been a little mouse sitting in the corner of her studio watching, seeing how she got all these colors and whether they were, as I expect, a surprise to her, you know, unplanned. Whether there were rejects, which she kept and spun, or some extra special that she kept to spin. And all that's really saying is I need to get busy and get out my dye pots and do some dyeing. Okay. I have white fiber down here that I can dye. It's been down here for a while because I just haven't done the dye pots like I wanted to. The problem is my colors always end up a green or a purple. Sometimes a blue. And I tend to dye a lot the same color as opposed to little bits of different colors. Hang on. Huh. I think I hear the furnace. Maybe he's done. Turn the gas back on. Sure sounds like it. I didn't see him out there, but maybe you did. That means he has the dryer taken care of. That means we can use the stove again and heat up some soup. Progress. All right. Yeah, smell the furnace. You know how if it hasn't run for a little bit, it has that kind of smell. Yay! Heat! Yeah.
Where's the,
Hi, Newman.
where's the remote to the volume?
Oh, by my chair on that table, probably under something. Yeah, because yeah, that's where it is. Both remotes, I think. Okay. Yeah, is the furnace on?
It's almost 9.
Yeah, I'm about done. I'm gonna finish this here. Is the furnace on? No, I'll leave him in. I'll be done in a minute, or leave the door open. One of the two. Come here, Newman.
I got the gas thing.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is the furnace on? Yeah. Good. Yay. Come here, buddy. What you doing? Want to come up here? Come say hi. You haven't said hi in forever. Kitty. He's just rubbing all over everything right now. He's like, I haven't been in here forever. He has been. It's just not, I haven't been in here. Haven't been set up doing the stream. All right, so you got to rub on all the wheels. Go ahead. Once I get my fiber out, you're going to start wanting to sit on my... All right, keep your whiskers away from that wheel. No. You won't have any whiskers left if you do. Hey, buddy. Yeah. You haven't been on stream forever, have you? I. Okay. Watch your tail. My God, cat, you're living dangerously, running around that wheel. Uh, the nice thing about the Aura is it doesn't have anything that really, could catch things like tails or whatever. It would probably catch a whisker though. Yeah, he closed you in. You're in here for good till I'm done. You probably can open that door. He has a cat door in our kitchen, and the door that the cat door is in goes out into our garage, right? Kitchen to garage. And I have been lately, because we've been getting unwanted visitors, and I didn't want him to go out and fight with the unwanted visitors. Get away from there. You are asking for trouble. He has been, I have been blocking that cat door with the garbage can from the kitchen. Well, he wanted to go out a couple days ago, 2 days ago. He wanted to go out, and I let him out the front door. Totally forgot about him. There was still snow on the ground. It was still kind of cold. And a couple hours later, we hear this thunk, right? And it was him pushing the garbage can out of the way of the cat door in order to get into the cat door. He just, like, he pushed the trash can over. It's just one of those tall garbage cans. The tall kitchen bags. It's that size. It wasn't a big, heavy one. This is a plastic one. He just pushed it over and got it out of his way and came in. It's like, I'm coming in. I've had enough of this cold weather. So I suppose if he can do that, the annoying cat could do that too. Although, since that really hard freeze, we've not seen the cat. That was the stray hanging around and fighting with Newman. So I don't know. I'm hoping nothing happened, but and it found a place inside, but I don't know for sure. There are hay barns on my property that have hay in them that cats can go into. They can burrow in there, be very warm. So, there's most certainly. Do you want to come up here? Are you coming up here now? Okay. There are most certainly places that cats can keep. Come on, come on. Keep warm. There we go. There we go. Let me in. Yeah. There's my purr box. There's my kitty boy. Newman. On camera. Shall we turn the music off and hear you purr? Mm-hmm. There, I turned the music off, but you probably can hear him. Yeah, it's been a minute. He hasn't been on stream for a long time. I've kept the door closed and kept him out. So I have this much left to spend. How do they know? They come and they stop you from finishing up what you want to do, right? How do they know? Turn around here. There you go. No spin, only pets. Yes, only pets. Yeah. Show off those beautiful whiskers. Oh, those pretty whiskers. Yeah. And your spats. And your white waistcoat. Such a handsome boy. Yes, I hear you. I think it's time to say goodnight, don't you? Think it's time to say goodnight? My viewer count just went up by one. I'm wondering if somebody's sitting in the ads waiting or coming. Yep. Hello, Elistum, and good night. Being polite to the cat. This is Newman. He totally stopped me my spinning. Said, "Nope, you will pet me now. You will keep me warm on your lap." I'm at the end of my stream here anyway. I was just about getting ready to say goodbye. And hubby opened up the door and in came the cat, so we had to have a little cat time. Leave my wheel alone. You have to rub on everything, don't you? All right, are you leaving? You getting ready to go? Mm, you getting ready to go? You turned your back on the camera. Oh, all right, I'll bet you. What happens if I use the other camera? I don't think I can. We can see him on the other camera. Yeah, we sort of can. He's still got his back to it, but turn around. There we go. Let's turn around here. Kind of hard to see. It's black on my black pants. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it quits for the fourth day of the 12 days of Christmas spinning. Be back tomorrow. I think I'm going to aim for 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And I will be spinning some white merino. I know that, but after that, I'm not real sure what I'll be doing. Maybe I'll have some alpaca to spin on the Yara. Thank you for stopping in, Alice Doom. I really appreciate it. And Kay, if you're still here, thank you. It's been great talking to you during the stream. I always enjoy it when you pop by and we have time to chat. So thank you. Good night. Everybody get good night's rest. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy, and come back tomorrow. Having a good night, Kay. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Say goodbye, Newman. Bye. Say goodbye. Bye.